So try to get some writing practice done this week.
Some what?
Some writing practice done.
You should.
I tried to get some writing practice done this week. I should write a lot. I don't usually, but I like listening to a bunch of music. I'd like hear something. That's pretty good. I want to write something like that. I just pull out my book.
Oh, writing music?
No. That's like the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But I just need to get my chops up. So I'm writing, I tend to write vignettes. What sort of things do you write?
Well, I'm working on a book right now.
Okay. So the same book you've always been working on?
Always since, a year and a half ago. Or maybe it's just a year.
Something about the night?
The night... No?
Oh.
No, this one's called Heavy Light.
This is about a sci-fi book? About heavy light and the effects thereof?
It is science fiction, but it's not really about heavy light holograms or anything like that. What? No! No! Go away.
Go away.
Right, taunt you a second time.
Did you ever listen to the commentary on that movie?
Oh my gosh, how did I miss? No.
There's 2 separate commentary tracks for it. And one of them they explain that those guys are based on actual taunters from the era who would I don't know, I guess they would taunt people from the top of castles.
Okay.
And
Oh, come on.
part of the joke for it was that he was not very good at it. So his taunts were pretty weak. Your father smelt of elderberries. But that's kind of a pleasant smelling thing.
Okay.
And we also talk about the Black Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was John Cleese had read about the legend of the Black Knight in college and thought it seemed sort of strange. So he did that comedy bit about it. He's unstoppable, but he gets his arms cut off. He's I'm gonna keep attacking you.
May go around the other way. Almost got me.
You got me. Did you have a plan?
Yeah, I'm going around to get the archer.
So you don't ever write short bits?
Yeah, on occasion, if I don't have anything else I'm working on.
So yeah, I can't focus on writing anything long. If I get... My practice book has wide lines, and it's not very big. But if it goes for even more than 2 pages, that's just way too long. Suddenly I'm taking half an hour to write it. What are some examples of short things you've written?
I was reading this one author, Alain Robbe, and this French author does some really odd stuff. It's very interesting. And so I wrote a short piece to try and like emulate his style.
Mm-hmm. Was that the one where like it sort of like transforms itself? I know I
Why
read
is he smashing with his shield?
to like knock you back. So you go like this and you're defenseless.
I cannot block that, really?
I'm looking at his back.
But I remember reading something you wrote where like there's something about trees and like spiders. Is that it?
That might have been. I can't remember what caused me to write that. But there was another one specifically that was trying to emulate him. It was the one that kind of talked about the mechanics of a clock and a gun. Did you ever read that one?
No.
He's trying to heal.
Then you can attack freely and he won't attack back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm only down 3 Estus.
It's okay, you won't need even one, because you have a phantom.
The Phantom of the Cathedral praises the sun. Do you like musicals?
I want to say yes. I think that maybe they tend to feel long after a while. We saw the Pirates of Penzance not too long ago.
Where did he go?
And it's pretty good, but you get to like the end, it's like this whole big musical number. And I was ready for it to be over.
Was it the was it like on Netflix that you were watching it?
No, it was a production put on by Snow College.
I see how it is. Hit him, Solaire.
Use solar beam, Solaire!
It's super effective. I like the Pirates of Penzance.
I had a list of like movies I wanted to watch. Had a few musicals. I haven't seen really any, but especially like Fiddler on the Roof, Newsies.
You haven't seen Newsies?
What? Oh, he has a lightning spear too.
Yep. And you might not survive the first phase.
It's because he's getting turnt.
Oh, butt slammed. What a horrible way to die.
Stop! He's already dead.
Oh. Gotcha. Just as Solaire dies. And I can't skip it. Holy crap.
Oh, that worked.
Not sure how. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Also didn't mean to do that. What the heck? Whew, that should not have hit me.
Well, he probably landed on you. It's working. It's working.
Is that a Star Wars quote?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Not cool. Come on, I meant to run.
Mm. He's just working on draining your Estus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, man.
You should jump when he does that. That's how it works in Mario.
Nope, 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 nope. Wow. What? Oh, come on.
Getting a lot of low blows there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that hurt. Oh, something I could run away. Gold, darn it. Actually, not going well.
Well, it's a real tough battle. Feels so good to not be the one doing it.
I wonder if that would do more damage.
So you read in prose, typically?
Right, you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've never been good at poetry. Tried to do it, can't do it. Although I sometimes think I'd like to do Dr. Seuss style rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
He has a very particular rhyme scheme. And it's usually very, light and childish.
What is the rhyme scheme?
Let's see, it's... tetrameter, iambic tetrameter, I think. 4 iambs per line. I don't know. Maybe we can find a. Dr. Seuss. See if you can count the iambs.
Let's see, there aren't any IMs in this passage. This was no time for play, this was no time for fun, this was no time for games, there was work to be done. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's right, he doesn't do the short long, he does short long. So this was no time for play, this was no time for fun, this was no time for games, this was work to be done. So yeah, it's the 2 short and then 1 long. I forget. There's some special way of designating that, I can't remember how.
When our mother went down to the town for the day, she said, somebody has to clean all this away. Somebody has to. You see, then she picked out 2 somebody, Sally and me. That is very consistent.
Mm-hmm. It got me.
Bah! What have you been doing all day?
Spending time before going to church. That when church closed on.
You went to church? It's Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Last I checked.
Okay.
Each. Well, I didn't wear my church clothes because I didn't have any.
Okay.
There's even a friend there I really liked. His name was Jonah.
My name's Jonas. I'm carrying the wheel.
I
I
used
don't
to
know that
call
song.
him Joan Diamond.
Let's see.
I used to call him
Let's
Joan
say,
Diamond.
that's not Weezer. I forget who wrote it.
It's not the Jonas Brothers.
No.
Seems like the likely candidate.
He
Might have been
missed.
Weezer.
The sword guy missed.
Oh, yeah.
What if you kill one of them?
Somebody's hiding some crowd in the icebox.
Somebody's cold one.
You shouldn't.
Even me too.
You shooting electricity at you.
Do you know the story behind that song?
No. What's the story? You're just gonna leave it hanging like that?
I guess his
Drink
I
some of
think
that
original
cold
dad.
stuff.
Yeah, drink some delicious Estes.
What's this?
That's the gold stuff. It heals you. It tastes like Doritos.
Doritos.
Are they burritos?
I guess his like original dad was an alcoholic, and so
It's
he
like there's a plastic bag.
yeah, and then he
A robot.
I guess he walked out as a result. There was some sort of falling out, and then
Donut.
his stepdad that he was coming to really like had put a beer in the freezer or whatever, and he found it there, and he thought that meant suddenly it was all gonna happen again. Your drug is the heartbreaker.
You drink some of that gold stuff.
Yeah, it's Goldschlager.
Goldschlager. What's Goldschlager?
It's like
It's a lager with gold in it.
it's got gold bits in it.
A gold rock?
I don't know if it's a lager, actually.
It's not.
It's water.
It's a Schlager.
Well, Schlagen is to hit,
It's just soda.
so it's a gold hit. Or hitter. You know what Jägermeister means?
No?
It's Hunter Master. Or Master of the Hunt.
Oh, I have seen a funny video.
They taste like root beer barrels.
Marsha. It's like so funny. Like, it's laughs and laughs. It's so funny.
Yeah, what's that from? Okay. Marsha.
My mom gives the guy sneakers and his name is Marsha. And she says, "Here, Marsha, have a
Marsha.
sneakers." What? Get a little better. Better. Marsha.
Well, that sounds pretty funny.
Hit him.
Who just winged you?
Luckily.
Wang.
Oh, I blocked that. Come on.
Get knocked down. I'll get up again.
You was got
Never gonna
smashed.
keep me down. Somebody once told me that.
I would smack my tummy.
Did you see the Reddit post about how the kids show Yo Gabba Gabba has a lot of famous musical guests?
Not really.
Thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, the original post was that one of the puppets was singing like this rap song, and it was actually pretty jamming. And then somebody in the comments was like, they actually have a lot of big names in music come on their show, like Weezer and Flaming Lips, MGMT.
What's MGMT?
They're odd. I'm not sure how to describe them. They're kind of rock, but they're like a subgenre of rock.
Seems like you're either rock or classical or electronic.
You two are weird.
Them two or us two?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess.
What is this game called?
It's called Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Your name.
It's like Light Souls, except the opposite. Does that help? What would you name this game?
Flight Souls.
No, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
You were just trying to save the viewers some time. Instead of an hour of us fighting these people, it's like 58 minutes.
It's probably consisted of like 4 or 5 hours of fighting these guys already.
That can't be right. It's got all this delicious commentary. Sometimes I like try to talk to Andrew about doing music,
Mm-hmm.
but like he plays classical,
Mm-hmm.
and I do just simple whatever rock.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like nothing to talk about.
There's got to be some crossover, right? Arpeggios,
I don't do those.
meter, rhythm.
Oh yeah, let's talk about 4/4 time.
Harmony. You both deal in harmony.
I guess. I mean, he doesn't even like play more than one note at a time.
But he's harmonizing with other people.
Yeah. I don't think you have to fight these guys.
I don't, but I just felt like wailing on him.
Don't you ever want to own a punching bag and just like use it?
Yeah.
Would you go for a punching bag or more like an inflatable clown that keeps coming back up?
I think the clown would probably break pretty fast. Probably want something more durable.
You bringing a baseball bat to the equation here?
It depends. Depends on the kind of day I've had.
You've been fighting Ornstein and Smoke all day. Using a club.
Did I miss him?
Well, he missed you too.
Don't you heal on me.
Also, there's like the same thing, because like, I'm writing vignettes and trying to be sort of poetic, and you're just writing prose. I don't know what there is to say.